Hello and welcome back to the 6th episode of a nostalgia playthrough of Close Combat 3 Cross of Iron with the Russians in the Grand Campaign on Elite difficulty. Now, we actually had a decisive victory on the previous operation at the last day of it, so that's good. And if we look at the briefing here, we start on the leftmost map and we are defending our way all the way to Moscow. Unless, and we have 10 days of fighting, which we can do this, but we might be able to stop the enemy on day 1, or like not day 1 necessarily. We're probably not going to win, but we can hold them until we can be able to get a tank on the battlefield. Which I'm hoping we can, like a decent tank. Then we can maybe counter push at some point on the first map. I intend to not give the enemy the victory at any point. I'm not gonna relinquish this map to them unless I really have to. So we're gonna hopefully be able to put up a good defense. We got 50 requisition points now, so a little bit more than we have been getting, which is pretty nice. Let's just see what we can do here. Well, we can't upgrade the commander. The heavy machine gun team is already the best that we can have. The reserve infantry can't be upgraded. We can upgrade the militia teams though, if we want, into a rifle team, which isn't... I'm going to give them one more. That's a reserve infantry actually. We don't want necessarily more of those. Or a rifle squad. Yeah, I'm not too sold on either of those. Let's see if we have any anti-tank capabilities we can put on the map. We have a Cossack light anti-tank gun. It's experienced with good morale. And I think we'll be getting that. Let's see what kind of tanks we have actually. Yeah, we need a bit more requisition points to be honest, so we're going to have to hold on here a little bit. Let's just get a force together that is sufficient to hold with, and then we can save up some requisition points maybe over the battles to get some to field some tanks. I'm hoping for a T-34 or KV-1 type tank. However, they are extremely expensive, so I mean we could go with the like the 106 for a KV-1. Do we have anything in Elite? Nah. We could get a T-28 for 73 requisition points. It does have a 76mm L11 L30.5, which isn't the worst. It does have a lot of machine guns as well. A total of 4, but the thing is, it's not very well armored, so it will easily be defeated by enemy tanks. And I'm not interested whatsoever in the armored cars. So we'll kind of see what we'll be able to do here. Heck, if we have enough infantry, we might be able to counter push and take the victory locations from the enemy after we take out their armor. But yeah, let's get the light anti-tank gun here, 45mm. It's not the best, but could be sufficient. And then we'll spend some more points on infantry. We have another heavy machine gun here that we can get, and we will in fact get that. Now you can see our reserve infantry has gained a little bit of experience, and they're not like zero morale like our militia team here is. So we can maybe have the reserve infantries now be a little bit separate from the group leader, but we should probably have them close by in case morale starts waning too much, then we can move him over to them. But we'll stick the militia team with the group leader. That adds a little bit of range capability to his squad, so to say. 3 rifles instead of the 1 and 2 submachine guns. But that being said, let's get to the map. So this is the map, and yeah, the Germans start on the west, we defend on the east, and we have this hill where we can defend from, and we have this hill and the trench lines here where we can defend from. And all the other locations as well, but the hills are probably going to be our best bet. Not necessarily, but I would say probably for sure. So, the thing is, we want to be a little bit careful with our anti-tank guns. I don't necessarily want them to be too exposed, so we'll have this anti-tank gun here. And I think we'll actually, we'll just defend this hill. Alright, we'll have this other not so valuable anti-tank gun here, so it's a more high-risk position. I'd rather lose the 45mm than the 76mm. That being said, let's get maybe the group leader up in this corner area here. Put them on ambush together with the militia. So they're ambushing, kind of covering if any infantry starts to push in here. And we got the Cossack heavy machine gun. We'll put them a little bit further back up here. On ambush as well initially. Because we want to kind of let the enemy move their stuff in a little bit. So we have better shots on them. We'll put the reserve infantry on the front line here. So we're not really covering this general area that much at all. We should be able to see anything trying to bypass us though. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue that we don't. Alright, so we got all this reserve infantry here. Maybe we actually put the heavy machine gun team up here just to have another line of fire, although it seems it's quite limited. What they can actually reach from here. Yeah, so that's not ideal. Okay, we'll put them on the hill here as well. Let's see where we can shoot from here. Alright, we'll put them on the left side of the hill because I do want them to be able to take on any incoming enemy infantry. So with that, I believe we just start. And we are seeing a gun right there. That's blown the fuck up immediately. There's a machine gun fire coming in from the forest somewhere. Not quite seeing it. There we go, there it is. Okay, if they want to push up with our squad, we'll take the heavy machine gun teams and open fire on them. Okay, the tank crew is running away, or the gun crew is running away. I don't really mind that much. If they refit this crew with another cannon, then... yeah, well, medium anti-tank gun, it's not the worst. Well, it could be if we counter-attack, but if we're gonna place it like this, though, then... yeah, I mean, guns aren't that useful for an advancing enemy. Kind of just waiting for the enemy tanks to start pushing out from the forest there, if I'm honest. And we're doing some damage to this heavy machine gun team. We got mortar fire coming in though, that's unfortunate. They could get lucky hits with it. And that would just kind of suck a little bit. How much ammo do we have on these? Not unlimited amounts, but we are doing good damage to this recon infantry. Okay. We're suppressed and shooting high explosives. Think we'll just open fire with these guys as well. Just really let them have it. So they will have to send something else to get eyes on us. We did take out the heavy machine gun team actually, that's pretty good. With just like the 76mm. Yeah, this crew is very good right now. They're getting very experienced. And the Cossack anti-tank gun isn't doing too bad either. If we could just kill this last guy here and take out the entire recon infantry, that would be pretty nice. Yeah, he's done for. We're gonna put them back on ambush. Okay, and now we wait for the second wave, I suppose. So far we've been doing good. Have we taken any casualties so far? No. Not a single guy. And we wiped out 2 squads and an anti-tank gun. Fantastic. It does appear the enemy has. They could have had tanks there. We would have seen them unless they're like in this area. But we're just going to keep... oh yeah, there we go. Got some more infantry coming in. Let's actually put everything on ambush so we don't fire until they are out of the woods. Because in the woods they have more cover, and if they move out into the open we can just slaughter them like we did to these guys. But yeah, I am waiting for the enemy to move in with some armored units, and we might be able to counterattack. We do have a decent amount of trash infantry to counterattack with. Okay, we could start to open fire with the various things. We'll go with the guns. And the machine guns. I want to save the ammo a little bit on the other guys, because we might want to make a push with them at some point. So if we could cause some casualties there, that would be very nice. The anti-tank gun is actually using the rifles. Oof, I don't like the mortars. It's just one good hit and we could lose the gun crew. Wait, I'm seeing a tank. Switch fire. Switch fire. New target priority. Get that Panzer III. He's got the side armor turned towards us. Before he hits, we need to hit him. Please, he's aiming at you. Aim at him. Okay, we got one shot at him, but it didn't hit. Didn't connect too good. That was a high explosive shell. That's not really what we want to fire at the Panzer III. Maybe we could immobilize it, I suppose, but we're better off using proper armor-piercing ammunition. Oh, there's a Panzer IV as well. If the 45mm could please hit that guy in the side, it would be fantastic. At this point in time, he can't, so we're gonna go for the Panzer IV. Okay, we're gonna put the heavy machine gun teams back on ambush. I don't want them to give away the position for the tanks and shoot at them. The anti-tank gun has been damaged. We've taken a hit. No one's dead yet. This could render the gun more ineffective, which would not be good. Panzer IV's damage. We've taken out 2 crew members. Please get some more shots in on him. Whoa. Nice. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, we're gonna put the cannons back on defense mode. Now the infantry started moving up a little bit again, so we will let loose with the heavy machine guns. Keep them pinned and hopefully kill some of them. That's really what I'm aiming to do. Yeah, we're causing some casualties there. That's fantastic. Okay, I just saw... No, that was a smoke disappearing. Okay. Yeah, hopefully we get eyes on that Panzer III again. I don't want to move in my infantry, certainly, before we do, so... Right, put the heavy machine gun teams on defense, so they can fire at their own volition when they have some decent shots. Only 550 rounds left on the heavy machine gun, though, so... we'll actually put everything on defense, so they can take shots if they have good shots. If they think they can hit, then we will let them try. Hopefully these mortar guys will be out of ammo at some point soon. Pretty much everyone in our anti-tank gun here has been injured. There's one guy that hasn't been injured, but they're still combat effective though. To some degree. Hopefully the mortars do not land any good hits. And I'm glad we put this anti-tank gun up here and not the 76mm, because as you can see it's taking a lot more fire. All these craters are mortar impacts, so there's been quite a few. We really need to get some eyes on that tank. Well, we don't need to, but it would certainly be useful. Oh, there's another tank. Okay, so this is why you don't push too soon, or at all really, depending on what options you have. Unfortunately, they had a high explosive loaded up and fired it at the tank. That's not ideal. But now we can get both of our anti-tank guns on him, and fantastic, it's gone. Fantastic. Now it's the Panzer III we need to deal with. If we can at any point actually find it. Now the enemy is likely to have a lot more infantry in the forest there, so... yeah... I don't quite know if we should try to counterattack in this episode here. We could run into several infantry squads that will be of much higher morale and experience than my units will be. We can't move in with the heavy machine gun teams either. I mean, I guess we can, but I don't necessarily want to go too frontal with them. And then we have the reserve infantry and the militia that can stick with the group leader. That would leave us with 2, 6, 10, 12 soldiers at this point in time that we could push with, which is basically the equivalent of 2 of their squads, a little bit less actually. So we're not in a super good position for doing that. And I think honestly these guys, save your ammunition please, conserve ammunition, go ambush mode. Let these guys come up a little bit closer. We've taken out 3 of the units in the squad, or soldiers in the squad. So we made a little bit progress there at least. Might try to go for a truce. And get some reinforcements. I don't think we necessarily need to spend that much on infantry at the moment. It seemingly has been good enough with what we have. So far it's holding. Damn it. This militia squad's really getting a beating. 2 guys dead inside of it now. However, at least it is our cheapest squad, so it's not too bad, I suppose. Maybe we get some high... Oh, good hit, good hit. Maybe we can get some high explosives on these guys. Let's also open up with our heavy machine guns again. We got a little bit over 500 rounds left, so... Let's see what we can do here. One more down. Good. This guy running away should be an easy target. So everyone target him. Looks like he's panicking. I mean, I probably would panic too if 20 people and a couple of guns would be shooting at me. Not gonna lie, that wouldn't be a very pleasant experience. I'll put everything in defend again, except for the infantry units, we'll put them on ambush. And so yeah, when you're on the defensive, there's a lot of waiting. We're not really capable of taking the fight to the enemy at the moment, so... That's unfortunately just how it is. Yeah, I mean, we could counterattack now, but we do know that there is a Panzer III in here somewhere, and for sure there's gonna be more infantry. And who knows, maybe there's even more armored units, and if we send in our 11 infantry units, maybe 18 if we bring the heavy machine gun teams. That's not a lot, really. Like, it could end really well for really bad for them. We're gonna ask for a truce. They don't want a truce. That's fine. I'll put the heavy machine guns on the fend, actually, so if they have some good shots, they can take them. Okay, so fantastic. We didn't wipe the entire squad out, but we got fairly close, I guess. So, by the looks of it, our reserve infantries can hold out here on their own. Just gonna pop some smokes here real quick. Then we're gonna run the fuck away with these guys, and we're gonna try to flank around and get eyes on the Panzer III. See if we can spot that if we move around the map a little bit to try to locate it. So that our anti-tank guns can get on it. We're just throwing these smokes down here to cover their maneuver. Should anyone be lying down here watching them, because I want to reduce the chance of them being shot in the back. And we're just taking this one militia rifleman here with us. Adding up to a total of 3 soldiers here. Wait, wasn't this team 3 previously? I guess we haven't refitted them or something. Either way. We're going to take the long and safe route. We're going to go through here. Then we're going to go straight over there. And then we'll go to there. Alright, they want a truce actually. We'll give them that truce, I think. The first... God damn it! I couldn't click on the actual guy, so they're just shooting the ground now. Alright, there we go. We'll give them the truce, but if we can give them a little bit more casualties before we give them the truce, then that would be good. So yeah, just give them as much hell as we can. Heck, we might, if they want truce, we don't need to give them that truce immediately. We can wait. We can see if these guys spot the enemy tanks and we can take that down. If we can't take that down, we might actually be able to push them off the map. If the situation is right for it. Wait a minute, why is this militia guy not moving in, huh? You're supposed to go with them. Ah, they don't want the truce anymore. It's fine. We don't need your truce. You're the one that's gonna have to push into this, so good luck. Okay, let's conserve ammunition a little bit though. I did not intend to select this militia team for that, but whatever. Okay, we have an ammunition detonation. Oh, what's that? Okay, something saw a group leader. Okay, we're gonna sneak them in instead then. I do want them to get this way, so just sneak over here. Come on, get sneaking. He probably won't see you if you sneak. Most likely, probably. Hopefully. You want a truce again? I'm not sure exactly where that Panzer III was. Was it there? Kind of disappeared as soon as I saw it. That's unfortunate. There we go, there we go. Exactly there, but... can anyone actually hit that? No, probably not, unfortunately. So if we look at the combat log, have we immobilized that at any point in time? Or is it just standing there on its own volition? Off its own volition. No, we have not immobilized it. Oh damn it, how do I quickly get back to the... I actually have to click my way through it, really. Oh my. Okay, well I didn't think it was immobilized, but I just want to make 100% sure. If the militia guy can run her without taking fire, and the command team can run her without taking fire as well, so let's go. I just want to get to this hill, call up it, and get eyes out in this area to see what's going on. Yeah, the maneuver's taking a little while. We don't have that much time left. Can we get some guns on this guy now? Ah, we see him for a second and then we don't. Soon enough, we'll be able to see him constantly as we have our scouts. No, don't smoke, don't smoke, don't smoke. That's a waste of smoke. I misclicked. Yeah, so hopefully our little expedition force, expeditionary force will be enough. Yeah, we might take that truce at some point, but right now, I mean, they keep sending their units to death, so... And if they want their stuff to die, I'm gonna let them. Yeah, he does have shots. Come on, take a shot. If we can get the Panzer III. Oh look, he's moving now because he took fire. And that's gonna fuck him up even more. We've done a little bit of damage to him, or at least dented his armor, I suppose. Nothing too fancy. Come on, come on, come on. Do we not have shots on him? We do with the 45. Okay, the 45 isn't really biting. The 76 should bite. Yeah, give us side armor. I mean, we're hitting it, but it's just not really... Oh, there we go, it's gone. Nice. Okay, we don't really need to scout out this area now then. But we could. Oh, I kind of want to counterattack, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, we're gonna move the reserve infantry over here to maybe go for a counterattack. Depending on what these guys over here can see. What are you doing? Why are you running away? Go link up with the group leader. He's not gonna do anything. He's scared shitless. Or no, he's deserting. Okay, well, that's what you get for bringing in militia teams. Really trash. Okay, we're gonna move fast with the group leader over to the enemy tank, and we'll see what comes of it. We don't have that much time left. We got 11 minutes to make a counterattack, and the group leader, if Blair dies, then we will get him back free of charge. And the other guy can't be that expensive, so we're just gonna use them for scouting. They're high morale, high experience. It could be good. So, okay, what I'm thinking is possibly, if only this guy could be with them, that could be useful, because we can take maybe the checkpoint here with these guys. Then we can take this checkpoint with these guys. Okay, 291 bullets left for those, 302 for those. Cossacks are a little bit more experienced. Okay, we're gonna sneak them over there. Actually, let's just move fast. If anyone starts opening up on them, then we can just return fire. Okay, we got what looks like the tank crew over there. Two guys kind of messing around. So not too worried about that at the moment. It could be beneficial for us though to keep defending here. But I want to play as good as I can, right? I want to be as effective as I can. So we could just defend and, you know, truce all the freaking time. And then build up our forces over time. But if we could shut them down on day one, then why wouldn't we? Now we got the Cossacks supporting her. I'm gonna sneak these guys in. I don't want them to run in. I want them to be as invisible as possible. I'm gonna try to take this victory point, and they will be supported from the rear by 2 cannons. And these heavy machine gun guys here. We're moving 1 heavy machine gun up to be on the point. And, there we are. Can we take them out? Can we take them out? It's just a tank crew. Eliminate, please. It's the command team. Okay, they might switch over some units to try to come here and deal with us. And there's for certain at least 1 mortar team and another half infantry squad that we will have to deal with at some point. We're just going to take our time. We're going to sneak over, so it's not too likely they get spotted. We have the time for it, so we might as well use the time that we have. And yeah, see if we can push the Germans off the map. Not sure what these guys are doing. They're kind of running around like headless chicken, but we're close enough now that we should be able to just eliminate them. So please do. They're winded, so they've been running across the map a lot, so they're obviously a little bit fatigued from that. Someone's throwing grenades. That might not be us, actually. This is the command team. Can we just... reloading? Just what? Oh, okay. Okay, we forced the command team surrendered. Very nice. Okay, we're just gonna keep calling on that. Huh. Well, that works for me. If the command team has surrendered, there's a good chance we can... Maybe that demoralizes stuff. Oh, do we have shots on that gun though? With anything? That gun isn't extremely mobile. Right, we sneak through a little bit on the outskirts of the forest instead. Let's get that way going instead. That gun isn't going to be having the best chance at kind of like dealing with us taking this, so it's more like enemy infantry we need to worry about once we get there. And yeah, it's too far into the forest for us to have any shots. Why does it say that in German though? Shouldn't it say that in Russian? Either way. So this is slow, but if it wins us the map, if I see that any of my units are in danger of being overrun though, I will take the truce immediately. I don't want the casualties. And we could actually farm down the Germans pretty hard here, and just build up our forces. That's not necessarily cheesing it, because we are on the defense, but I do want to play as good as I can, and wouldn't it be good to stop the German advancer? I think that would be good. Probably going to be worse off for it in the long run doing so, because we don't have this... we could cheese it for like 10 days here and just build on, like cake on 50 requisition points, 50, 50, 50, adding up to 500 if we keep getting 50, right? And 500 acquisition points, we can get some tanks for that. And if we do win this map now, then yeah, we'll go into the next one with I think we're on the attack on the next one actually, which would be hard to do with just anti-tank guns, so we'll just have to see. I might be making things harder for myself by doing what I'm doing right now. We have this victory location, and then it's the 2 Smolensk one. Right, we're gonna hold this with what we got. Well, these guys go and take this. We can win it, I'm pretty sure. We have a good chance to do so. So how's the line of sight here? Just gonna keep an eye on those guys though. But yeah, I mean, we've set up here with, we have the heavy machine gun team ready to go. 1 reserve infantry up here with them. And we have taken the last victory location. Fantastic. Just, they don't want the truce anymore. If we accepted the truce immediately, maybe that would have actually made them lose immediately. But yeah, they have, as soon as we take both these, they have 2 minutes to respond and retake one, otherwise we win. So it looks like we might win. We'll just have to see what they put in to fight us, so. Okay, there's some infantry unit moving down. He's dead. Oh, that's the last remaining guy in the mortar team, actually. So I guess he must have sent them to the front line. Yeah, they got some dead guys over here. They might not have that much more than just like this gun left. Oh, and if you have never act on initiative turned off, then this will happen sometimes. This medium, or this heavy machine gun team is now moving in. Which they don't need to. They need to remain in back here to support should anyone try to push to the edge of the forest. Doing pretty good. The counterattack worked. Luckily we didn't need to move into the forest, we can just take the edges of the forest. So we got 30 seconds, then it's a win, unless they manage to retake a victory location somehow, and I don't really see them doing that. But you never know. 20 seconds. Hmm, 10 seconds. This is a bad thing to do though, honestly. I mean, it's good. We stopped the Germans, we kicked them back on day 1, right? They didn't push any further. They didn't even see Moscow. Operation's been completed. Unspent requisition points have been added to your force strength. You've been promoted. Fantastic. But the problem being now, as I mentioned, is that we haven't spent this operation to build up our forces over time and just defending and caking on more troops and getting some armor. So if I'm not really sure if we are attacking now, but if we are attacking now, we aren't attacking. It's basically what's going on, because we can't attack with anti-tank guns. It's just not feasible. But we did kill 14 Germans. 15 got wounded. We took 2 prisoners. We destroyed 3 tanks, and we destroyed 1 gun. So that was pretty decent, I guess. Let's have a look at our soldier overview. The group leader got red banner. That's nice. And yeah, we had some Patriotic War 2nd class medals. So I guess that's for being shot, for being injured. And yeah, pretty much the entire anti-tank, 45mm anti-tank gun crew got slight injuries from the mortar attacks. They did get a red star as well, the gunner, and the gunner, no, actually the assistant leader on the 76.2mm anti-tank gun got the red star as well as the Patriotic War First Class, same for the gunner. So they're just collecting medals. Now let's have a look. Obviously the guys that died aren't going to be getting any better, but we're getting some experience and morale increase in our various units, so at least a little bit of experience. This reserve infantry, morale and experience wise, have gone up a little bit, not substantially, but any little bit can help, I suppose. So yeah, we're going to move on to the next operation in the next episode. Shutting down the Germans on day 1 out of 10 here, I'm pretty happy with. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and if you did, I'd appreciate if you would consider leaving a like on the video and maybe even subscribing. It would certainly help my channel growth out. Either way, with that being said, have a good one, and you can catch me in the next one.